We're gonna get started any second now. Now, Admi is a player that I'm familiar with from his days running 602 Star. So he's extremely well versed in the Mario series. However, as Bruce Lee once said, I fear not the man who has practiced 1,000 punches once, I fear the man who has practiced one punch 1,000 times. So, presumably Zhilkan, if he is strictly a Mario 64 runner, would have a slight advantage. You can definitely tell that he has the PB advantage, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. 16-star category is one where anything can happen.
Well, exactly what you're saying there, right? Especially with 16-star, it's the thing that you've got to deal with is those BLJs, right? And that's kind of like the make or break for these races to a certain degree. There are tricks here and there, but most of it is pretty straightforward. But it's those BLJs. It's so true. You know, if you practice those BLJs 1,000 times and you get it right, that's the make or break, man.
Underway with the intro cutscene.
I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Admi chosen to go with the English version, where Zhilkan's going with the Japanese. It's kind of negligible since they're on EMU versus VC, but you do get a little bit of a text difference, so Admi with a slight disadvantage.
Yeah, that would explain why Zhilkan is in a lead here to begin with. Obviously, the intro cutscene saves about 2 seconds. Probably a little bit of a desync. Now, they are local recording, they are locally timing. That's what we will ultimately go off of, not necessarily who finishes on your screen first. So if it comes down to it, we will have some retimes. Hopefully it does not come down to it.
Two good lag, 2 skips, and we're going to be skipping LBLJs, and we're just going to go straight into Womps. This is kind of like that intermediate route choice. You know, it takes LBLJ out of the way. You don't have to worry about that as much.
Yep, completely agree here. In a race setting, LBLJ pretty risky, because if you miss it, then you're, sinking away lots and lots of time right out of the gate. That can be really demoralizing.
Right.
I wonder, though, if Zhilkan, given that he has a 1534, has LBLJ in his PB, and he's just opting not to go for it in this race setting, which would indicate that these players are a little closer than it might seem on the surface.
Yeah, he did flex it yesterday, so going with the respectable, consistent option there. Totally down with that. You know, in this race setting, trying to just go ahead and get this first race under the belt. Into Womps though. Both guys heading on over.
Extra setup for Zhilkan misses. Admi going with the classic. Gone are the days where we have to dive at the wall, and all the better for it. Admi getting the classic setup. Zhilkan will have to go back for it, so that'll give Admi a little bit of an advantage.
Admi maybe with the slight edge, just based off of that, maybe 2 or 3 seconds. We'll really see here since they're swapping stars. Oh, Admi missing that wall kick there.
And Zhilkan able to get the texture set up, so they are knotted up at 3 stars.
So you're talking maybe a second difference between the two of them based off of what we're seeing right now.
For sure. Champ Cal, Admi is running on VC, so he's grabbing straight from his TV, which would explain the picture difference. Zhilkan going for Owlless, Admi opting to go for King Womp. Zhilkan getting Owlless though, very impressive.
That's a fun one to get.
Makes you wonder if Admi's not going to go for Owlless if he's going for Womp first.
Yeah, classically, you'd go for Womp afterward because you don't want to worry about that tower, so we'll see what Admi's got in store here.
Right, at this point I would have to assume that he's going for regular Owl strats. Personally, I go regular owl and then sub out cannonless with CCM slide because I'm a pleb. I'm sure that is slow. Frankly, at one point I was doing Princess's secret sliding PB attempts, so I'm not sure I'm qualified to comment on this category, but
I like to say you're going consistent rather than risky.
that makes sense.
Calling yourself a pleb.
One of these days I will learn canon. that is not going to happen anytime soon.
Yeah, odd me going with that owl like we were talking about there. It loses. I think it loses maybe 8 seconds compared to it. Compared, yeah, I think that's right. But both these guys going to be moving on from Womps.
See, the issue with what Saren just said that oh wait, no, Nintendo Switch Online. Okay, never mind. I was thinking 3 All-Stars, which would be whatever the Shindo version. That's the one.
Right.
Which has the BLJ patch. Can't speak today.
Well, into CCM, going to be doing a wall kick here.
Zhilkan going for the backflip strats. Oddme just going for the yeet. You can see that gives Zhilkan a little bit of an advantage, but close race so far. Neither runner making any big mistakes.
Yeah, besides Zhilkan missing that that glitchy, wall grab in Womp's Fortress, nothing really too terrible so far. It's really just coming down to their decisions as far as strategies go. Obviously, Oddme going with something more simple. Having trouble here with the penguin, though.
Able to collect it. And as a reminder, Oddme did have to win 2 races in the knockout stage to get here. I don't believe that there were any auto qualifiers in the EMU bracket, but Saren can correct me if I'm wrong. Which would indicate Zhilkan also won 2 races. So these are accomplished runners that had to qualify to get here today.
Into Dark World. Dark World, all about cycles. Just trying to get through as quickly as possibly can, obviously.
Zhilkan gonna be going for red coins.
Oddme making his way over as well. Burn, though!
Oddme
See if
with
he
the
can grab.
burn,
Nice!
The risky grab of that second red coin. Well done.
That's really tricky, especially with that camera angle, to be able to line up Mario that way. Nice yeet jump there. Trusting that the platform was going to be there. And Zhilkan, though! Jump dive, meant to do a kick. Yeah, meant to do a kick there, but got the dive instead.
That's going to give Oddme the lead. You have about 30 seconds left if you want to get some very plus EV money on Oddme. He's a huge underdog right now in the betting. He has taken a pretty hefty lead here in race number 1.
See how far behind here Zhilkan is. Maybe 25 seconds.
And now he has to wait for the cycle. Just missed a cycle. Oddme with the hit. He's looking good over on Zhilkan's side. Just one more red coin to go. No hijinks here at the end.
Oh, nice firsties, but not able to get the triple jump out. Yeah, so Zhilkan's looking like he's about 45 seconds behind now. A couple of other minor mistakes through Dark World on that second try, and now we're heading downstairs. Oddme with the lead.
And a pretty big one at that.
Yeah, 16 star is such a short category. Talking, again, these guys PB 17, 16, and 15, 34. You're talking less than 20 minutes. So 45-second lead this midway into the match is hard to come back from.
Fly guy wrap for Oddme. surprise, and that will lead to whether or not Zhilkan's going to go for Fly Guy or Side Hop. I would imagine it's going to be Fly Guy. I'm going to wrap up Shifting Sandland here with the Pyramid. Zhilkan going for Pyramid, so I guess that means he will be doing Side Hop.
Yeah, Zhilkan not even tempting it, just going straight over to Lethal Lava Land. Oddme gonna grab these reds.
Two pretty fast reds there, keeping up with the cycles. If you have not played this game at a high level, that cycle is kind of rough, actually. It's very easy to get a bad pattern and then end up falling into the lava a couple of times. It looks a lot easier than it actually is, as I have found out by running this category.
Yeah, if you get there even like a second behind, it's just...
Hop by Zhilkan, that's no good. I'll go back for a second attempt. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. And the second side hop, just fine. Nice grab there. Just a little short there on that first attempt. But no, those shifting platforms there with the reds, it's just if you get even a second off, you're hitting lava, or you're having to dodge it. I mean, he's been playing super consistently since grabbing that lead. No problems with the boulders either. Zhilkan choosing to go left side there for that wall kick.
Oddme has the quick MIPS grab. He'll be clipping through the door, and this is the first part where it's really down to the castle movement rather than strictly gameplay. Still kind of a little trouble there with rolling rocks, but it's a good pattern otherwise. Oddme quickly through the first door, and quickly through the second. No text. So he's out of there. Great MIPS clips.
Yeah, those MIPS clips, that's the first kind of part of 16 star where it can be kind of shaky. You know, if you don't line that up just right, it can really stop your speed.
Quick MIPS grab by Zhilkan.
That was real quick, MIPS by Zhilkan.
Oh, a very quick 30-star door clip also. Back sub by Oddme was very efficient. You do still get some lag on this stage in Emulator, but these guys are pros at knowing how to manipulate it. Ledge grab by Oddme. Won't slow him down too much, but that might mess up the cycle. Going for the wall kick strat. Nice. Don't think he's going to get there in time for zero cycle because of that ledge grab. Going to try for it. Nope, not in time.
Just short. He's going to lose about 7 or 8 seconds here. Nothing too bad, though. He's got that 41-second lead. Nice wall kick there.
And
going left side.
We'll see what Zhilkan's cycles are going to look like. Oddme with the double burn. Zhilkan also going with the wall kick strat to get up. And we saw Oddme was pretty close on zero cycle. Seems like Zhilkan moving a little bit more efficiently. Is he going to get there? I don't think so. Oh, maybe.
He's got it, yep.
Oh, he got it. Just in time.
Yeah, he'll gain about 8 seconds there on Oddme.
So far, that death in Dark World has been the separator. Admi a little quicker in the basement, despite Zhilkan going for a side hop. Obviously, it took 2 attempts.
Well, now we're heading upstairs, and this is really where it's going to be make or break for Admi if he can hold on to this lead. We've got BLJs coming up.
We saw him practicing in the warm-ups. He was not particularly quick with them.
It almost seems like RNG sometimes. Like, it seems like you're getting it at the right time and when you should be hitting it, but...
First attempt. Oh, this is looking good. Does he have the speed?
It just looked like he was just short. Yeah, if he got it. He got it. Wow.
And that is good news, because if he had to go back for a second attempt, Zhilkan was going to be right on his tail.
Right. Well, on him for staying on it. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Careful now. Careful now with that left lean. Look, he's off far enough to the right that he shouldn't get wet dry worlded. Ought to realign. Never mind, he got it. Zhilkan through the 50-star door, very quickly. And he is going to be on to his endless stare, BLJ. This one much quicker right into the hole. And now we have ourselves a close race.
And that's what I'm talking about. If you can get those BLJs auto, it's make or break in this category. So both these guys safely in bits. Admi with the lead. It's all going to come down to what these guys choose to do. Admi going with the safe route. What's Zhilkan going to do, though?
I saw him do the risky routes in practice. And indeed, he is going to go for a left side attempt here. And that could make up the difference. And he's got it! Admi almost falling on the elevators. I don't know if he realizes, but this is neck and neck. We might be synced going into the pipe.
It's going to come down to throws here. I mean, Zhilkan now has a very, very minute, maybe a 1.5-second lead. And also, Admi on possible PB pace.
Let's see, first throw good for both competitors. Zhilkan, oh, maybe Admi even with a little bit quicker, but regrab Zhilkan with a missed throw, and that could do it. Admi with the third throw for the win. Yes, he's got it.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Admi is going to win it on a missed throw. Another one for Zhilkan, and he realizes that he's beat. Not only is Admi going to win race 1, he's going to win race 1 with a PB 1706.
Wow.
Congratulations to Admi.
Dang, that was, I mean... He was consistent all the way to the end. I mean, those BLJs, obviously, they're tricky. They can get in your way, and it just, if you don't get it on that first try, it can be really, demeaning and feel like you're just not going to get anywhere. But he stuck with it, and especially that first set of BLJs. I mean, I was certain that he wasn't going to get it, but he stuck with it. And then, obviously, that second set of BLJs that got through, even though he was set up a little bit to the left. And then just a really clean Bowser in the Sky, you know? The slower the more consistent, route for Bowser in the Sky, not going left or right side there. But, man, just those 3 clean throws. Awesome, awesome.
Jason, our friend from Urban Arts, who is the sponsor of this competition, as they are with most of our competitions here on the Cool Cat Gang, pointing out that there were 2 golds in Admi's splits. So congratulations on a PB. The bad news is you're up 1-0, and you still have 2 more races to go.
I mean, if I'm going into the second race and I'm Admi, I'm doing exactly what I did. Again, I'm not changing anything. I'm not...
I agree.
No.
I also PB if I'm Admi, I guess.
PB again. Just do it again. That's it.
Sub 17, you know, you gotta get it eventually. Might as well get it
No
now.
big deal. But yeah, I mean, that's a really exciting way to start the day. I mean, we got a full day of races ahead of us, and first race, Underdog takes the match with a PB. It doesn't get better than that in 16 star. It just doesn't.
potentially 12 races coming up today. So very exciting that Odmi was able to get things started with a PB, an upset win, and those of you who believed in Odmi at about 30 to 1 odds are looking pretty good right now. Mathematics, who is another one of our 16-star runners in the N64 bracket, asking to get an updated PB for Odmi. I agree.
Yeah, 10-second PB, man. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing.
That is, in fact, not nothing. For me, it is nothing, because my most PB was by 26 seconds, and it involved losing over 5 minutes to the final Bowser fight, because I am bad at this game. Okay, so Saren checking with Odmi to see...
Mario.
This is not a pre-record, by the way. Odmi is streaming on an alt, so that viewership comes here rather than his regular account. Which is very noble, I might add.
Princess Toadstool.
Odmi, obviously popular for a number of different games. We mentioned he's an accomplished 602 runner. So I think the official time would be 1703 because I think the technical definition is like 1.36 seconds from the first appearance of Super Mario 64 on the screen. Because if you are on VC, you lose a couple of seconds because of the You Will Need a Classic controller screen, which I don't think counts towards the time. Or maybe it does, I'm not 100% sure. Zhilkan apparently has not disabled alerts. All I know, Mathematics, is that all the runners have 1.36 seconds set up, so I guess that's when their auto splitter catches it. So you would definitely know better than I would. But that is my assumption. Now, if it came down to the difference between that You Will Need a Classic controller screen, I don't know what we would do. Hopefully it does not come to that. I do like close races. I do not like close races where we have to determine who wins on a technicality. Auto split has 2 frames, triggers on the second frame. Okay, you would know. That screen does in fact count towards timing, says Saren. I have not played Mario 64 on Wii Virtual Console in probably 11 years, so...
Well, no change in route here. Going into Bob-omb first, back into Womp's Fortress, though. Again, Odmi choosing to do the normal owl movement versus the owl-less, so save any drastic things happening here. It's going to be about 8-second difference between these guys.
Another text reset for Zhilkan. He readjusts it and gets it this time. So he failed the first time in race 1, gets it the first time in race 2 because of a readjustment. So great heads up play there. Yeah, Zhilkan going with the safer strategy for races. Can't really fault that. He's going right for Owless though. And it looks like he gets rejected.
And as he gets rejected out of Owless, Odmi missing that wall kick again. Zhilkan, though, again having issues with Owless, so he's losing close to 20 seconds now just on this.
Gets a third attempt.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Odmi in great position here to pull a 2-0 upset.
Yeah, it's just, again, it's coming down to like that strategy of consistency versus the little bit riskier movement, so... Zhilkan obviously feeling a little bit more comfortable with that Owless movement, but it's definitely risky. So a lot of give and take.
Zhilkan now going for his Womp Star, Odmi going for the tower. Obviously doing Owl last, because that's when it spawns. At least it's not like a CCM situation where it's only active on Act 5, like the Snowman's Head is, because
Right.
Snowman's Head would obviously be a very quick star, but you would have to get 4 pretty long stars before that, which makes it not an option for stuff like 7 star.
All right, last star for both of these guys here in Wom's Fortress.
Nicely done, and Oddme's going to take the lead out of Womps.
It's looking like maybe a 6-second difference here now. Into CCM. We only go in here for the 1 star, so just that wall kick real quick. Oh, excuse me, 2 star. I don't know why I said that. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, just grab 7 stars and then LBLJ.
Yeah. Zhilkan going for the penguin first. I mean, no problem with the penguin this time.
Yeah, now interestingly, Zhilkan went for wall kicks first last time, opting to go in a different order this time, just a couple minutes later.
Yeah, I typically with 16 star you go for that wall kick first because it's the more risky movement and you kind of just want to get it out of the way, whereas, you know, the penguin's pretty safe. But I don't know, maybe Zhilkan seems to be the kind of guy, like, based off of the runs that I've seen him do, to that, like, he'll change up the movement just based on how he's feeling. You know, like he'll do LBLJ in one run, but then he won't do it in another run, that sort of thing. So just getting a little bit of change of pace.
Seba saying you do penguin first because if you die, then you don't have to read the text again. Interesting point. As somebody who dies on wall kicks a lot, that might be something I integrate. Of course, neither of these runners have died on wall kicks yet, and I hope that they wouldn't in a 3rd race if we do get there. For what it's worth, for those of you just joining us for the first time here in the 16-star Open, they are allowed to play a, interesting cycle breaker there by Oddme. As Zhilkan right on his tail, though, a little bit faster here in the Dark World. If we do get a 2-0 by Oddme, the players would be allowed to play a 3rd race, but it'd only be for fun. No points or tiebreakers or anything at stake.
Oh, Zhilkan grabbing the star first, but then Oddme with the faster pipe entrance, so it's pretty much synced up, but Oddme with the very slight lead.
Sometimes it comes down to that. Oh wow, they're both going to miss Bowser 1 throws. Okay,
like,
then.
Almost the exact same spot, too.
I was starting to be a little bit worried we had the same stream loaded up twice. That's a new one. I have not seen that one before.
I mean, this is when Mario gets fun. It's pretty much synced up out of Dark World. We'll head on downstairs.
Thankfully, no deaths in Dark World this time.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, Zhilkan kind of able to shake that off. Oddme trying to find the door.
So Zhilkan's going to catch up here on castle movement. That is how mean this game is. You can lose leads on castle movement.
Mario finding the door.
Right. I was watching Bubzia do blindfolded 70 earlier, and finding the door is a real challenge, especially when you can't see the door.
Now, one thing to note here is Zhilkan chose to do that side hop. So let's see if he chooses to stay out of Sandland. Yep, he's going straight over to LLL.
It did take him 2 attempts last time. Kind of cost him his advantage. Going for red coins first, though. Oddme just now grabbing top of the pyramid star. And we are knotted up at 11.
Yeah, Oddme just needs to run over and grab the reds and LLL, and Zhilkan will be doing that side hop. See if he can make up from that last mistake. That looks good, yep.
Ledge grab is going to cost him a little bit of time, but not much. He will exit LLL with the lead thanks to that first try side hop. I love how the Japanese name for that star has like 8 spaces for some reason. Somebody just accidentally hit the tab key.
Right. Yeah, Zhilkan looking with a 2-second lead here.
This is pretty much nothing considering what we're coming up on.
Well, and if
Zhilkan a left side emergency exit, Oddme a right side, although it does not appear to have caused much of a difference.
that left side maybe just slightly faster, it really comes down to just how you feel about it, though. I mean, if you're more likely to get ledge grabs with the right side, but if you can avoid them, it's really negligible.
Let's see what their patterns are looking like for rolling rocks. It looks like both of them have a good pattern.
Boulder's cooperating today.
And Zhilkan maintaining that about 2-second lead. See, I assumed that right side was safer, but I guess not.
It's safer in the sense that you've got the ledges there and you don't mess with that pit as much. But really beyond that, it's really just how you feel about the movement. That's it.
Okay. I mean, I go under the grate, so I can't speak to that. Lining up the first clip, and they both have it pretty quickly.
Yeah,
oh, wow, Zhilkan got rejected.
The text! Not
Zhilkan
the text!
got rejected with text, now through. And that's going to give Oddme a lead.
So far, 2 really good races. And Oddme, I mean, he's been playing just super consistently here, allowing Zhilkan to make the mistakes. 2 good back sub movements.
Into Dark World. Now, we saw Oddme miss Zero Cycle. Zhilkan got Zero Cycle. However, Oddme had a ledge grab on that wall kick, so that does put him in better position for Zero Cycle than his last run. And that looks good, if he can get up there quickly enough.
Yeah, he'll get the triple jump here just
Which
fine.
he does. Zhilkan's looks very clean. And we're going to be into Bowser in the Fire Seas battle here pretty quickly and pretty synced up, barring any catastrophes.
Yeah, those are 2 very good Fire Sea movements there. No problems at all. Two very, very safe throws, and we're into BLJs now. Zhilkan very clearly much more comfortable with those BLJs than Oddme.
Yeah, I mean, Zhilkan's BLJs were phenomenal. Pretty much made up a 30-second difference.
That's first one took the second, but he got it, and then the second one pretty much automatic.
See if Oddme can improve here. For what it's worth, I did try to look up Oddme's splits to see if he's on PB pace again, but he did not post his alt in the restreamer chat, so I do not know.
Yeah,
It does seem like he's pretty close on pace, especially if he gets a good BLJ. No, he didn't get it.
Just missed it, and Zhilkan will take the lead here. He had it, and just must have missed one
I don't like
press.
this angle.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, he should be fine. It'll just take a second. That angle might not be good. But Zhilkan well into the bits.
Yeah, he gave up on it. And that's going to give Zhilkan a pretty sizable lead. Barring a death, he should have this match. There we go. Third tries the charm for Oddme, and he gets the backwards movement towards the steps. Very quick endless stair movement compared to last time.
Yeah.
Trouble with that last time, and that's usually the more automatic one because obviously you have an unlimited amount of room. Nice left side by Zhilkan. He is on his way. Now, Zhilkan, I think, missed 3 or 4 throws in his last run, so...
Yeah.
I think PB is pretty well and dead for Oddme, but I mean, he did literally just PB. So kind of quick re-grab. Throw number 2 is good, and this race could be over before Oddme's even in the battle. And I don't like that third throw. It's off. Okay, well...
Yeah, this is where Zhilkan had some trouble. He was having difficulty getting his last throw. And that'll hit, yeah.
Yes! Zhilkan will take race number 2. Oddme, meanwhile, is going to finish this out, potentially in another low 17. If he's able to get
it's looking like a 17, maybe... Well... Is this another... No. Oh, dang it. Just missing the throw there, yeah.
And if he would have hit that, that would have been close to a PB. I don't think it would have been a PB, but it would have been his second best run ever.
It would have been like a 1704, 1705 even.
And now he's just missing throws. That is a shame. Could have PB'd in back-to-back races. Now he'll hit it. Nevertheless, this will still probably be his third best run ever, which he's put up in a race. And the bad news is that he's found himself up against Zhilkan and will find himself in a 1-1 tie, needing this third race to take the match.
Yeah,
17-24, the final time for Oddme.
Yeah, it's so tough when you go against someone whose PB is like a good minute and a half, close to 2 minutes faster than yours. But I mean, Oddme, had he made that last throw, I mean, 2 very, very close times. So he's playing consistently.
Missed throw is what, 11 seconds?
Something close to that, yeah.
So that would have been a 1702. 1702 if he would have hit that third throw out of the gate, and that would have been another PB.
Exactly. So I mean, if he just keeps his head down and continues to play consistently, I mean, that's the only thing you can really do at this point. So
Zhilkan has the singular death in this match, a Bowser in the Dark World death. So it is definitely possible for Oddme to win this third race. Obviously, he's already taken 1. All down to this third and final race.
Yeah. And here, while we're waiting, while we're waiting, have we talked about our sponsor for this tournament?
I don't believe we have. That's a good catch. Our sponsor for this tournament is the Urban Arts. If you're a frequent viewer of the Cool Cat Gang, you know about the great work that Urban Arts does. Helping underprivileged kids get into college, teaching them game design, which gives them lots of very valuable STEAM skills. So definitely do go check out the School of Interactive Arts. And thank you, by the way, to everybody who donated to our Urban Arts fundraiser. If you want to learn anything more about Urban Arts, we do have a link in the chat, and also Jason, who is our Urban Arts liaison, is hanging out in chat. He would be more than happy to take any questions.
Just some quick stats for you here. In 2021, Urban Arts served 1,700 students in their game design program, with 100% of them graduating, of seniors graduating, compared to a rate of 50% by their peers. And it's pretty neat. Like in their final project, they make a video game, like as their final project. So that's pretty impressive. You know, I was a teacher in a former life, and you know, some of my students, they made their own video games. So it's really cool to see that, you know, the Urban Arts project kind of watching this grow and supporting that.
That's one more video game that I've made in my life.
Well, last match here.
Just a scheduling reminder for you as we see 2 for 2. Lakitu skips 6 for 6 in this match. Good job, everyone. Quick scheduling reminder, we do have 3 more matches coming up for you later today. The next race will be at 4:30. It's going to be another EMU bracket match, and I have the schedule up here. It's going to be between Sonic Gordon 6 and Alexander Nassus. So do tune in for that. We'll be here well into the evening here on the East Coast. That race will be in 42 minutes' time.
All right, no problem. In BOB, back in the Whomp's Fortress.
Yeah, and that's been a theme of this match. Consistent starts. I mean, obviously Zhilkan had that Dark World death, but we're 6 for 7 on Cannonless, 6 for 6 on Bomb Clip, 6 for 6 on Lakitu Skip. We are looking pretty good here on these early tricks.
Mm-hmm. Now Zhilkan in that first race, a couple mistakes here in Whomp's Fortress, able to clean them up in the second race. Did that readjustment again. I like that he's like taking a second there to notice where he's at, because you can tell based on that texture on that platform where you're at and where you need to be. So he's taking that second to make sure he's in that right spot, not messing around.
Coming up though on Owless, which caused him some fits in the second match, but not in this one. Third and final decisive race, he gets Owless very quickly. There's that tab button again.
Now something to note here, Zhilkan chose not to pull out that LBLJ at all. So just maybe just feeling like, nah, not necessary here, just feeling consistent with that, again, that intermediate route. Happy with it. Not thinking it's needed on me.
Able to recover.
Yeah, he'll lose maybe a second or two there, but issue like that slide, for whatever reason, that A press, if you don't hit it at the right time, it doesn't register, so you just slide further down than you need than needed.
Odmi still with 2 more stars to go, and Zhilkan only with 1. He just has to get the tower, so that'll give Zhilkan a bit of a lead. Overall, that much cleaner in Whomp's Fortress, which has not necessarily been the case in this match.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what kind of been what the storyline has been, is Zhilkan kind of just cleaning things up as each race goes. You know, first race, a lot of mistakes. Second race, couple mistakes, but able to grab the wins. This third race, though, a lot cleaner.
And given that we've already seen a PB by Odmi in this race, for those just joining us, that 1706 happened in race 1 of this best of 3 match. Zhilkan got a 1645, so ultimately it's going to be on Zhilkan to make those mistakes and Oddme to capitalize, which so far Zhilkan has not showed any interest in making mistakes.
Yep.
Three for 3 on that backflip wall kick strat by Zhilkan. Oddme going for the yeet. And by the way, Zhilkan's mixed it up now in all 3 races. Went for wall kicks the first and third time, and Penguin the second time. That was interesting. Now being Penguin.
Yeah, again, sometimes just like a change of pace just resets the brain. Especially in these race situations where you're having to do multiple races.
It does make you think a little bit more.
Yeah.
Stops the muscle memory from taking over.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Zhilkan
Dark
with a
World.
very quick exit out of CCM.
Yep.
He is on to Dark World, which was the scene of the crime in race number 1. Took a death pretty late in the stage, which ultimately made the difference. He was able to claw his way back within about a second in the final battle, and then missing a number of throws, whereas Oddme did not. So we'll see if Zhilkan is able to do what he did the second time and get a clean Dark World.
Yeah, Oddme about maybe 30 plus seconds behind here. Zhilkan taking a shock, but nothing too bad. Able to clean it up. Nice jump kick there for the platform.
Yeah, I noticed Oddme did that in the last race. This is an interesting cycle, but it works. And Oddme with a ledge grabber, that would have been disastrous.
Yeah, he made that work. Definitely a risky move, but just going for it.
Careful,
A little bit of bonk.
careful. Yeah, Oddme definitely cannot afford to make these kinds of mistakes. What's up, Lamas? Thank you for the raid. You are watching the Cool Cat Gang's Super Mario 64 16-star Open, brought to you by the Urban Arts. We are on the third and final race of this best of 3 between Oddme and Zhilkan. Oddme in race 1 actually PB'd with the 1706. But Zhilkan was able to take race 2 with the 1645. We'll see who takes this third and final match. It is part of group play. We're going to have group play all day today, and in fact, we have 4 matches Tuesday and 4 matches Wednesday, so lots of Mario 64 action for your week. Hope you're having a great Monday out there. 3 more races following this one. By the way, for those just joining us.
Yeah, full day packed of 16-star.
Now, obviously, we know at this point that Zhilkan is a side hopper, Oddme is a fly guyer. Oddme running into an invisible wall, that's always fun. Very quick red coins for Zhilkan. And a solid fly guy for Oddme. Coming side flip now for Zhilkan, who missed it in his first go in race 1. Took him 2 attempts. Only 1 attempt in the second race. This decisive third and final game where he's been on fire! He is now literally on fire as he takes a burn. To realign it. And he's got it. So pretty even based on Fly Guy, I think. That did look pretty quick because he went for setup-less and was able to adjust pretty quickly. Kind of slipped off of that aero platform. He'll retain the lead.
Yeah, he had a pretty solid lead, like 40, 45-second lead coming downstairs. And obviously gaining a little bit of time based off of strategy choice. Into Hazy Maze Cave, though.
Left side is good. He's 3 for 3 today. Keep thinking when he goes right side that he's gonna triple box jump to get the Dory star. I'm so used to commentating LBLJ races.
Right.
Oh,
that...
bad pattern for Zhilkan, but able to avoid it. Great heads-up play.
Oh no,
And...
not able to avoid the last one though.
Right as I say that.
Yeah, that last one, like, I don't know what the deal is with the hitbox with that last one, but it will sneak up and get you if you don't stay out of the way.
Great pattern on the other hand for Odme. I've been saying Odme and Odme. I don't know which is actually correct. I'm pretty sure
It's like tomato, tomato, really.
Yeah.
All right, a little bit of trouble last time with MIPS for Zhilkan. Taking a second to get that set up. Easy grab.
And he's got the first door consistent every time. And that is much better. A quick clip through the door. He has been on a roll here. So, credit to Odme, who is not far behind.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Oh, okay, thankfully able to recover MIPS and then a quick clip through the door. That was scary.
Yeah, that gets dangerous. We saw Zhilkan had that text box there for that second Bowser door in the last race, but I'd be able to avoid it.
On with another quick back sub.
All right, we're getting to the back end of the race here. Fire, see both these guys use the same strat. Just have to stay consistent with it because you got that triple jump there at the end that you need to make. Zhilkan on pretty good pace here to make it.
Yeah, I think he's got it. Oh, no, he messes up the triple jump and now he's not going to get it. So he'll have to wait out the cycle.
Huge opportunity.
And then Zhilkan opting not to go for the quick wall kick up. Odme, is he able to get it? Needs a wall kick, but he does. That will save him some time, and he is clawing his way back. Zhilkan really hasn't made any big mistakes here, but Odme is right on his tail.
Yeah, again, that losing maybe 8 to 10 seconds. And we've got a tight one again, and it's, again, coming down to BLJs and throws here.
I would say Zhilkan has the advantage, but that's only in BLJs. We saw Zhilkan miss a number of throws in that first match that ultimately cost him the match.
Well, and Odme, I mean, he almost coming from behind there, so, in the second match, but it almost PBing again by about 4 seconds? We said a 17:02 was likely the time had he not missed that last throw.
That sounds right, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go.
Moment of truth, and I feel like this is pretty close to what Odme's pace has been going into the door. On the other hand, Zhilkan needing an extra jump, but he's through pretty quickly. And now Oddme has struggled all day with this 50-star door clip, and that does not look good. He's going to have to go down for seconds. Meanwhile, Zhilkan right into the pipe on the endless stairs, and Oddme is long jumping his race away.
Yeah, it's just this is just such the big tough part about 16 star, and it's if you can't make this connect, it's just a killer, and it just wastes so much time. Oddme obviously is just struggling with it. Oh, he had it, and then just missed one A press.
Khan, meanwhile, on left side, pretty much would need to die on this stage in order for Oddme to have any chance. And as I say that, he almost makes me regret my words. Finally, Oddme getting through with the fast clip. Oh my god! Okay.
Whoa! Okay. Whoa,
Roll
boy.
Goomba coming in, but not doing as much damage as it could have. Thankfully for Zhilkan, managing to find his way back onto that platform.
All right, Oddme
Zhilkan
in
laughing
now.
it off. He has about 4 throws to miss here.
Oh, and the jump dive from Oddme, just not able. He tried to do the kick just a little bit too early. If you do the kick on that ramp, it registers as a dive, and just he yeeted himself there.
The regrab pretty inconsequential at this point, as he's going to get the third throw. Zhilkan, from 1-0 down, is going to find his way back and win this match. So props to Zhilkan, commiserations to Oddme, but otherwise congrats on a PB. Both of these runners having something to come away from this race smiling about. Zhilkan with 2 16s. Oddme coming away with a PB, almost another one, and he's gonna close things out here. Tough break there on that third race.
Right.
Really needed BLJs to go right for him, and then after that, there was never another window.
I mean, that's
But
the make
that
or
was-
break with 16 stars, just those BLJs. But that was cool. That was awesome. Awesome PB by Oddme.
Yeah, those were 3 great races, I must say.
They were, yeah, no. I mean, and had the BLJs connected better, that would have been a pretty close race there at the end. So pretty awesome.
Does not look like we're going to get interviews, but congratulations to both runners. In fact, we can see in our private chat, Zhilkan giving props to Oddme on the PB. And double check with Zhilkan real quick. But while we have a spare moment, quick reminder that in 26 minutes we have our next race. That's going to be at 4:30 Eastern Time. That's going to be between Sonic Gordon 6 and Alexander Nassus. Then at 6 o'clock we will have everyone's favorite Antarctic speedrunner GTM taking on Xandru in our first N64 match of the day. And finally at 7:30, Peas and Beans taking on Radex in another EMU match. Big race coming up at noon tomorrow Eastern Time. That is going to be between Kano and Benji, 2 of the very top runners in this game. So you are going to want to make sure you're here for that. And speaking of being here, we are joined by the victorious Zhilkan. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So you were down 1-0. Obviously a death and dark world. How'd you come back?
Well, to be honest, I was like really nervous because I was committing a lot of little mistakes in every place. But after the death, it's like you just have to go on, you know? You're like, you can't be nervous anymore. You feel like you
makes
just
sense.
have to focus and then do a good race. I'm very impressed by Otme, honestly. He played like really good.
Yeah, all 3 of those races were super close. I'm not sure if you were able to tell where Oddme was, but obviously PBing in race 1 and then missing a PB in race 2 because of throws.
Yeah, I was watching the stream sometimes, like maybe between levels, and I saw that he was committing no mistakes, and I was like, oh fuck.
Shoot, what was I gonna ask?
What?
So I noticed from your PB, I'm gonna guess that you're an LBLJ runner in PB attempts. Is that correct?
Yes.
What made you decide to go non-LBLJ in this route and instead go for the intermediate?
Because lately I've not been able to play Mario because I had a lot of work to do on university and projects and everything.
Okay.
So I just feel safer going for something that will allow me to not melt down on Pilagles or LBLJ or anything. And just play
Obviously, I'm sorry.
more. Yeah. Nah, you just play more like consistent. And just that.
That makes sense for sure. I'm just loading up our bracket here to see where you are. Oh, I see we're not even started with the group stage yet?
Yeah, so the group stage, it's a different link here. So Zhilkan will take he'll have 4 points. I'd be with a solid 2 points though in the group. You've got Ray and Peas and Beans in that group as well. So I mean, Zhilkan, how are you feeling moving forward with this tournament?
Yeah, I feel good. I expect to be playing more, like the next weeks, because I ended the project and a lot of finals will be like on the line, but it will be like in 2 months or something. So hopefully I will be getting better runs in next races, or I hope so.
Awesome.
Yeah, in fact, if I'm doing my head math correctly, that has clinched you a spot in the knockout round, so congratulations on that.